Hi everyone, I'm Professor Kristin Jones, and in this video I'm going to introduce you to CS186, also known as CS111. CS186 is USF's Introduction to Computer Science 1 using Java. This is a first semester college programming course that covers the fundamentals of computer science and programming using Java as the language of instruction. The intended audience is any student who has some programming experience, and that can be in any language: Python, JavaScript, C++, or Java. You can take CS186 if you have taken CS110 at USF, or if you have placed into CS186 with the CS placement exam. The course that follows after CS186 is CS112. The content of CS186 will focus on the following three areas. The first are programming and computer science concepts in Java. We will look at variables, how to declare them, why they're used, how their data is stored in memory. We'll look at how the Java virtual machine manages the memory of a running program using the call stack and the heap. We will talk about types in Java, both reference and primitive types, and how using types can clarify your program goals. We will write interactive programs with the user, getting input from the user and validating it, and also handling runtime exceptions. We will write our own methods, both static and instance methods. We will write our own classes and enums. We will work with persistent data by reading from files and writing to files. We will hone our algorithmic thinking with conditional branching, if-else branches, and also switch statements, looping, both for and while loops, and also recursion. We will work with two kinds of linear data structures, arrays and array lists, and also the two-dimensional form of the same. We will, for the entire semester, talk about three fundamental principles of object orientation in Java, which are encapsulation, polymorphism, and inheritance. And towards the end, we will wrap up with sorting algorithms. We will also look at the thought process behind the program design of medium-sized programs that are 100 to 500 lines in length. So that means we will look at the paradigm difference between writing a procedural versus an object-oriented program. We will understand how to break a larger program into classes. We will try to write code that is modular and dry, meaning that we will try not to repeat ourselves. We will understand how to develop programs incrementally so that we can debug them along the way, and if we get into trouble, we can get ourselves out of trouble. We will also hone our skill sets in the following software development tools. We will start with the Sublime text editor and understand how to navigate our file system on the command line in order to run our programs. We will also push our programs from our computer to GitHub and understand how to use GitHub for version control. Later in the semester, we will transition to the Eclipse integrated development environment and will become expert users of the Eclipse debugger. The course structure of CS186 is as follows. We will meet twice weekly in person, and that time in person will be split in half between lecture, in which I will explain concepts and demonstrate code, and in-class assignments, when you will work on these concepts in shorter programming assignments that are designed to be completed during class time. We will have weekly homework that gives you the opportunity to practice these concepts on your own. And we will also have three more substantial projects that bring several homeworks together. So these are going to be medium-sized programs from 100 to 500 lines of code, and they're always going to have a creative aspect. You are going to be able to define with a great deal of creativity what you write in these programs within certain limitations and requirements that will be used for grading your program. We will also have two exams, a midterm and a cumulative final exam. The goal of CS186 is to ensure that students have a solid footing in Java and computer science fundamentals before reaching advanced topics in CS112 and beyond. The USF Computer Science Department has a strong commitment to Java, not only in this class, but in several classes that follow and go more deeply into the major. So the goal of this class is to set you up for success in those later classes. I look forward to seeing you in CS186. Thanks, and bye.